Picture a tense university lab in London, 1982. Two strangers stare across a table charged with splitting 50 pounds. One demands 40, the other hesitates. Who keeps calm, who cracks? Ken Binmore watches, notebook in hand, because this simple game could prove if humans, yep, real people, actually behave like game theory predicts. But here's the twist: what if they do? That question sparks a fierce debate that Binmore doesn't just join, he settles. Binmore's experiments dive headfirst into the messy world of bargaining. At first glance, it's an awkward dance. People bluff, stall, and sometimes cooperate. But beneath the chaos, a clear pattern emerges that changes everything. In the infamous London lab, Binmore staged hundreds of two-player bargaining games. Players faced off with money at stake, deciding how to split a fixed sum. Despite the raw human unpredictability, most deals hovered close to the game theory's predicted fair split. Occasionally, tensions soared, like when one player held out for 45 pounds, pushing the other to quit empty-handed, showing real stakes behind the math. Think of game theory like a chess grandmaster analyzing the board. It maps every logical move, anticipating reactions with cold precision. Binmore's breakthrough was proving this logic works not just in theory but in the untidy realm of human emotion and incentive. The theory predicts how smart, self-interested people bargain, much like a map predicting a winding road's curves before you drive it. Once dismissed as too neat for human complexity, these bargaining outcomes reveal a surprising order amid apparent randomness. Binmore's work flips the script. It's not humans failing theory, it's the theory revealing how we're wired to find balance. Lab by lab, deal by deal, game theory proved it could predict, not just pretend. Behavioral economists swooped in armed with skepticism, arguing humans are too emotional for game theory's neat predictions. Binmore faced fierce critiques, but rather than dodge, he took behavioral quirks head-on. Critics pointed to stubbornness, fairness concerns, even spite. In one experiment, players rejected unfair offers even if it meant losing money, defying pure rationality. Binmore didn't dismiss this as irrational. Instead, he saw new layers to the game. Humans weigh pride and reputation, so fairness isn't just emotion, it's strategic currency. He expanded testing beyond labs to marketplaces and auctions around the globe, from Tokyo's fish markets to Wall Street trading floors. Surprisingly, the same patterns emerged. Even messy, noisy real-world bargaining aligns closely with game theory expectations when the environment favors clear incentives and repeated interaction. Binmore showed that emotions like fairness aren't bugs, they're features. They stabilize agreements by signaling trustworthiness and punishing cheaters. In short, emotions become part of the strategy, making game theory more resilient, not less. Binmore's final act, showing how theory guides real-world decisions from corporate mergers to diplomacy, revealing its deep, practical power beyond textbooks and labs. A highlight comes from a high-stakes UK energy regulation negotiation, where Binmore's models helped predict rival companies' moves, guiding regulators toward deals that saved millions and avoided gridlock. His approach turned bargaining from guesswork into a strategic tool, proving theory's muscle in crisis and commerce. Negotiation is never just logic. Binmore argues it's a hybrid craft, equal parts psychology, math, and timing. Like jazz musicians riffing off each other, negotiators improvise within theory's framework, blending creativity with strategic structure for better deals. The takeaway: when you grasp game theory, you don't just predict outcomes, you influence them. Knowing how people play lets you steer negotiations, find unexpected compromises, and turn apparent disagreements into win-win solutions, transforming conflict into connection. Back in that London lab, the players probably never guessed their tug-of-war was reshaping economics forever. Binmore's journey teaches us this: understanding human strategy, flaws, pride, and all lets us play smarter, not harder. Next time you haggle or debate, try stepping into their shoes, predicting their moves. It's not just theory, it's a practical lens on everyday power plays. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.